Don't put your phone. You can come here, come here. What do you have in your book? Hmm? I think you didn't clean yourself properly. Okay, okay. There's just something, there's something on your bed. She doesn't want me to touch it. I feel like she's gonna get a shower today because I see that she didn't clean herself properly and she doesn't want me to touch it. Hey Aaliyah, thank you guys. Thank you for joining in. How is it going? How's your weekend going? Hey Sam, Ken, how is it going? I'm here having good time with Sesame. We went on brunch. We had a brunch today. I just came back and yeah, I just came back home and feeling good. Sometimes all that we need is just to sometimes take a little bit of good time, you know, pampering a little bit of ourselves. So yeah, it was amazing. So what you guys up to? What you guys doing? Yeah, yesterday I was feeling really bad about my work and so on. I know I came here to complain. I usually come here to complain to you guys about what I'm going through. Yeah, so and yeah, today I decided to go out to just have fun, have a little bit of drink, and just enjoy life. Life is not just about things going wrong. Sometimes I said, sometimes life is about like taking things as it comes. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it's bad, but you know, you're not gonna be here and just complaining all day, all night. Job over here, work, children, husbands, you know, problems will never end. Problems will never end. But the way we decide to handle it is what the most important. And today, going out, um, having some fun, it kind of boosts stuff, like you know. So what you guys doing? Yeah, I was like, okay, things are not exactly the way I want them to be because I'm in my 30 and I have a lot of experience about life. Life is being life, and it has been some up and down moments, and it never stops, and it never stops, and it probably will not stop, and I think the hard part is just to realize that the hope that we had that um, things will get better, things will be better, the problems will stop. That hope, actually, that's the hard part, and that's actually what we need to make peace with. Like, problem will never actually end, no matter when. If you right now you like 9 years old, or you in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, because when you were a little bit younger, you think like, hi Ghost, you think that things will get better, things will soften, which it can happen, but it's always gonna be like up and down, up and down. Nothing remain like perfect, like consistent. It's always like up and down. So I think the journey of life is just to think to be strong enough to when those moments comes to hold on them and to live with it because um, yeah, that's a type of crisis I've been through. I was like, oh my god. When I was in my 20s, I was like, okay, things will get better. Things will be better, and then the suffering, the pain, um, everything will go away. But no, no. As I grow older, I have even more problems. Things are even harder, and so that's why when I come to a conclusion that it's actually will never end. The only way to deal with it is just to play with it. Like, you know, I cannot just come here every day like to tell you, oh, my job is. Actually, that's actually what this channel is about. Like to talk about things, life experience, but also to talk about different ways to like trying to walk to trying to live because listen, I really want to do that. Like I want to talk about the way that my job is actually sucked every day, the way that my life sucked every day, the way that I'm not happy about certain stuff, the way that things don't work. Thank you so much, German. Thank you so much, Taylor. I appreciate that. I want to talk about that, and I could even talk about that. Like my entire day, for my entire day, I can talk about that all the time. But I realized that simple things also matters. Like even though things are like chaotic, like things are really bad, things are not going properly the way we think it should be, but the time doesn't stop. The time doesn't stop. The time doesn't stop. And if you can take even 5 minutes or 10 minutes to just like do your makeup, go have a brunch with friends or even on your own, do so because before you know it, I just remember being in my 20s. I just remember being in my being 10, and now I'm in my 30s. And coming to thank you for liking and coming to a conclusion like suffering will never stop, problem will never stop, and life might be all about suffering, problem solving, stuff like that, but testing a little bit of um, joy, testing, taking a time, actually taking the time to test a little bit of the joy that life can offer. Sometimes it's a choice that can be hard, like to take. Like it's literally like when you're going through difficult time, you actually want to sink, you want to stay in that state when you like, no, I just, I just give up on everything. I just give up on everything. But believe me, it's actually like a form of a comfort zone. But um, when you're gonna be like, when you're gonna be like a little bit of, you're gonna see the time going by, you will be like, oh, I should have, I should have even just take 5 minutes to do this. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes to do a little bit of makeup. 5 minutes to drink something of your choice. 5 minutes to wear something nice. 5 minutes. So and then after that you can go back to your complaints. You can go back to deal with whatever you're going through. But never, 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 never give up on happiness. Never give up on trying to make things um, right, even though you kind of see like this is it, this is it. Because at this point, when I'm telling you right now that uh, I feel like I just have to surrender. I just have to deal with um, the idea that this is all life is about. This is all life is about. Like when I was in my 20s, when I was a teenager, I used to think like as you grow older, things get better, which in some way it get better compared to things that you had to deal before. But what comes in also is like things might get better, but it also gets worse. Like you literally have to deal with new challenges, new things that sometimes it just it just not it's just difficult. It just not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And I just don't want to see that side of life, that side of life where things suck, when things just don't work out, where things just um, are not just enjoyable. I wanna see I wanna remember myself, and if you're going through also some hardship, some difficult time, I want also to remind you that no matter what you're going through, uh, happiness is a choice. It's a choice. You can literally take just 5 minutes, decide to do something that makes you happy, decide to smile, decide to think of something that you're grateful about. Just 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and after that, go back to your suffering. Go back to whatever is that that is occupying you. Because I know that being in that state, um, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. And I wish I could have a different perspective. I'm still young and I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I still have a life ahead of me, and I hope I will be coming here and sit here and tell you guys that what I was saying when I was going through difficult times uh, is not actually true. That as you grow, things don't actually get better, or like actually things get remain the same. Like it's just like you need just to get familiar with difficulties, with problems. You need just to master the way you handle these things. Like when, let's say, when your rent is overdue, you in debt, you don't have a job, stuff like that. Like how you handle all this stuff. Like what is what is your mindset in this type of when you find yourself in that type of situation? Like how how you get yourself out there, like, and then after you get yourself out there, the next challenge that you have, how you handle that, how you trying to find a way to get yourself out there, and so on and so on and so forth. Like it's just like things just keep coming after you finish with one thing, another things comes. So but since things always evolving, coming and go, it's just like I just want to remind you, um, if you have that in mind, like, oh, things always get better, which is does, but it's always a challenge, another one, after another one coming. Um, and the most important thing is just to remind yourself, like, in the middle of that, um, always choose to take, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, choose it to just be and feel um, yourself, showing you like there's not something to be joyful about. Because sometimes you kind of feel like, oh, when someone tell you, like right now I'm telling you like, oh, take some time, even though you're going through hardship, take some time to feel some joy. You're gonna be like, oh, my rent is overdue. Why I have to feel joy? I'm unemployed right now. Why they need to feel joy? And then I have all these bills. But the thing is, I know for sure that before the problem that you're having right now came to your life, you had some problem before, and you're gonna have other problems after you solve this. So in either ways, you always gonna be probably in the state of mind you are right now, and you're not getting any younger. You keep getting old, and before you know it, you're gonna be in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and so on. And you not probably gonna have a memory when you kind of feel joy, you kind of be happy. So at this point, um, it's it just have to be in your mind like, oh, this is just life, what life is about. I need to solve challenge after challenge and intentionally reminding myself to feel some joy, reminding it myself to feel some joy, because the joy cannot just come on its own, like when things out of nowhere happen, and then I feel just excited. I can decide just to create it. I can create like take the time, like I set the time like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I decide like during this time I'm not gonna feel something else other than joy, no matter what I'm going through, no matter what difficulty I'm going through. And that's the decision that I made. I'm like, I'm in my 30s, and all that I've known, all that I've been through is like challenges after challenges, problems after problems, and I never really have time to sit and to just enjoy life and just enjoy life. And I know some people like you're gonna see probably like on social media, a lot of people taking pictures in nice places, nice areas. Sometimes it can just be for the show, like they want to show like, oh, I'm in this place, I'm in that place, and behind the scene, they might even be going through stuff that are like really um, not actually the way that they're trying to show us. And that's when I came to a conclusion like actually this is this is it, this is it, like no matter your status, no matter the place, um, what stage you in life, um, the cycle is the same, the cycle is the same. And I'm in my 30s now, and that's something that I've been seeing frequently, to not notice like that's how it actually works. And if that's actually the way life works, why I cannot just make my plan out of it? Why I cannot just make my plan out of it? Like, if life is a constant switch between challenges after another, challenges after another, one challenge after another, one problem after another, and if you decide to put your head in problems, like, oh my god, I just solved this, and the joy that you feel after solving one problem to another is just a matter of, like, I would say, a second. It's like it switched like a second, and then now you on the next one. At what time, what time, what time you actually I know, like, some people say, like, okay, I don't know who told you that life is meant to be joyful. Okay, if life is not meant to be joyful, tell me, show me one single person in this planet of Earth who want to be born to be miserable. Like, show me one single person in this planet who want to really come to Earth to be miserable. No one, I don't think so. I don't think anyone want to be miserable. We all aspire to be fulfilled, to be happy. Um, of course, everything is not going to be constant. Like only joy, 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 joy. I remember one time in when I was like, I think 23, everything was really like constant for me. Like after graduating, I found a job. I started working, and I bought a car. Uh, I had my boyfriend back then. I had an apartment. Everything was just perfect the way I dreamed about. But then I was like, oh no, 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 no. It's too boring. I was like, I need challenge. I need some challenge. This cannot be like, no, 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 this challenge. Um, and then I look for my next challenge on myself because I was feeling like nothing was challenging me. I felt like I kind of had everything, and I was happy, content. I remember I used to like going to the spa. It's I don't even remember the last time I went to sauna. I love, love, love hot sauna. I used to go to the sauna, do my skincare. They used to do my skincare. Oh my God, it was such a beautiful time. And then after work, what I used to do is that after work, I used to go to the beach. At the beach, I buy like some coconut, and I drink like coconut water. I love, love, love coconut water. So I sit at the beach, and I can see the waves coming, the winds. I parked my car a little bit further, and oh my God, it was such a great, great, great time. But everything was so great for me. I graduated. I graduated. I have a job, and I have my car, my apartment. I have my partner. Everything was so perfect. And then I was like, but something was like, no, Patricia, this is not it. Like, you need I needed some type of like adrenaline. I was like, no, I need some type of challenge. And that's when I was like, no, 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 I need to do something else. And then I start new project, and the project got me here. And since it got me here, I haven't yet figured out my my constant. I haven't find a way where I'm the same way I was before. But but this stage has um, has lasted me a little bit longer than the one that I had before, because I know like you guys also probably going through phases in your life, um, like you start a new project, you start a new thing, and then you give it probably like a 1 year or two, and then sometimes when it's go like things don't actually go the way you planned it, and it start getting like a little bit weird. You kind of lose focus, and not lose focus. You kind of be like out of control. Like you don't control anything anymore. Like the way you think things will go, they actually don't go the way you want it, and then you kind of lose sight of what are you doing. So that's actually the phase I am, and I'm grateful. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful to go through difficult time in the way that I remember. I don't know if I already told you guys that story about my uncle. Like when I used to work, after I graduated, I got a job. When my life was like everything was beautiful, I used to see the type of certain type of confidence on my one of my uncles. Like I was like, I want to be like you. I told him, I even told him like I want to be like you one day. And he was like, why do you want to be like me? And he was so confident. Like when he says something, um, no one can disrespect him. Like when he says something, he meant it, and he has such some form of like you can tell like he feels he feels the room. Like I was like I want to be like him. And the way I was telling you guys that I'm grateful of the challenges that I'm going through because it forces me to grow. It forces me to learn stuff that I envy on my uncle. And these are the type of stuff like you only learn through experience. These are the type that you learn through experience. Like when you say no to someone, you say no to someone, and you stick to your no, and you know why you say no to them. You know why you say no to them because it's not something that you want to do, or it's just goes. Uh, is not. Um, it doesn't probably is not probably aligned with your values. And when you say no, you only know the person you saying no, they want it or they don't want it. As long as you already say your no, you don't have to bend or you don't have to change your mind because of them or whatever. But like that type of confidence, and I can tell myself like when I'm with others or even myself, I kind of be like I'm happy for the women I am today, and I'm happy about the woman I am today. Even though I don't have everything I want, I don't know everything because of the challenges that I have been through, because of all the things that I've learned, all the mistakes that I made, all the success that I had to had at the cost of so many claps, so many mistakes, and like every time I fall, I grab myself back. All of those, like it's at the cost of so much pain, but I'm still standing, and that's actually those lessons that when I was telling my uncle, even myself, I didn't realize that actually that's what I want, that's what I needed, but um, now I know that that's actually what I was missing. And now, and now, after going through what I'm gonna be done with, like, because I'm still working on to try to get myself back together. But I know after I successfully fix everything back, I know that I'm not gonna, things are not gonna be the same. I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have that feeling of like emptiness, that feeling of like not having a direction. Not not I don't actually know if uh, like some people like very young like younger because I can see like in some people you can have them like they have like the two they're like very young and they have like big responsibilities and some of them like actually doing great like and you kind of feel like where did they learn all this, when did they learn all this, but um and also some of them like younger they get into big responsibilities and they kind of like crash them out because they didn't get a chance to actually learn through like sometimes suffering. They didn't actually take time to learn through life experiences. Um, but here I want to talk about those who actually young, but they seem like settled. They seem like they actually understand because it's got me to my 30s, like right now, to be like fully aware, to be like, yes, I am. Um, to be like, this is what I want. This is not what I want. I don't want this. I want this. And be really like sure about it. Be really like, okay, this is life. This, yes, maybe. So like, it's really take me to here, but I wish, I really, what I really wish, like when I was actually in my 20s, like when things were really going right for me, I wish I had, I wish I was as wise also as I am today. But I understand that it's a require experience. It's a require experience. And either way, I'm grateful. I'm grateful about life. Um, I'm grateful for being who I am and to come to the point where I am today. Um, I'm so happy. I'm so happy when I see what I came from, what I've done. Oh my God! When I see where I see myself in the future, where I want to go, it's also like an oh my God. It's literally like when I see where I brought myself from, I'm like, oh my God, how I did this. Oh my God. No, but you amazing, Patricia. You amazing. But when also I see where I'm trying to go, I'm like, no, 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 no. Where you crazy? How are you gonna do this? This is crazy. It's like I'm in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle of like two tornadoes. Literally, like I cannot actually go back where I'm coming from because I'm like, oh no, like, and the fact that I extract myself from there, and to see where I'm trying to go, I'm like, oh my God, this is such a big thing. Like, ow, ow. But I sit down and I'm like, the same way, the same way, because it required big strength, and it required big strength. And I'm not gonna fool you here to tell you that it only was from my own strength. Like it requires strength to pull me out of where I was to be here. And I know it's gonna take also strength, the same, even amount of strength, or even more stronger that to take me from where I am right now to where I'm heading. So yeah, all of this to say that um, yeah, it's just the same thing. It's just the same bullshit. It's just the same thing going on, and it's not the end of all. It's not the end of all. It might be difficult right now. It's everything just doesn't. Nothing make any single sense. Nothing make any single sense. But that's not the end of all. And the same way you get pulled out from the last challenges, that you had is the same way you're gonna be pulled out from the challenge that you got right now. That's the same way you're gonna be pulled out of the things that you're going through right now. And it's just gonna be the same game over and over and over again. And to just remind yourself, like, take some time in the middle of that, because it's a journey of the creation. We see beautiful things around. Yeah, like right now I'm in my apartment right now. I can see beautiful trees, beautiful house, disease, beautiful things. Like everything is set, but it's was from the work of different people. Different people did this work. Like someone literally envisioned this house where the bedroom will be, the living room out, and they spend days, probably a night, thinking of how this gonna be possible, how this gonna work out. And at the end of all, they made it work. And the creation, like bringing something to life, it's never easy. It's never easy. It's literally like only, I mean, I would say only women, because only women give birth, can know what I'm talking about. Like when you give birth, like when you push that baby, like it's the pain that you feel when you push the baby. It's so, I don't know how to describe it, but at the end of it's just like a matter of, like I would say, second from the time you in pain, and when the baby is outside, the release that you have, it's like it's like just it's like a matter of second from pain, like from worse to good. Like it's exactly, that's what life is about. Like when you're creating the pressure, the pressure that you have to bring things from point B to point A, it's just what you have to go through. And do not just keep yourself focused on being inside the pressure. So also make sure that you remember, like when the pressure is down, to enjoy that moment. Even when you still inside the pressure, make sure that you take some time to relieve yourself. You take some time to tell yourself, like, oh, that's not the end. That's also part of the process. That's part of the process. That's not the end. You're not done yet. No, you're not gonna die. No, keep your seat belt. Keep your seat belt. Like, no, it's so crazy. No, like it's actually, I, I think it's actually the mind game. It's actually the mind game. Like literally, when you're going through like tough time, like it's so hard. Like you don't see a way out. You don't see any way out, and you be like, how am I gonna get out of this? How? Tell me, God, how I'm gonna get out of this? And you trying to think of how you're gonna get yourself out of difficult time. Like how you're gonna get, you don't see any way out, and you think about it, you keep thinking about it, nothing comes to your mind, no solution, and finally you decide just to work on something, at least, like, yeah, you need to still like go to work, you need to still do some type of work at home, and the day after that you still have the same exact lot of problems, but you're not actually focusing on that. You actually think of like having a little bit of fun, or having, so that's when I'm like, at this point it's actually like just a mind game. If I can switch every single day like that, like no matter what problems you have, no matter what difficulty you have, you can actually decide not to focus on what you're going through. Like you can just decide, like, today I'm just feeling joy. hmm Like today, or like no matter what I'm going through, I'm just chilling. Like I'm just chilling. You can just make that conscious decision. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that serious. It's not actually that serious because you could think of your problems as a mountain. Keep thinking about that day and night. If whatever it takes that need to be done in order for that mountain to go away, or if the time is not right, it's not gonna go away. It's gonna remain there. But what you just have to keep in mind is like you can decide actually like to watch to look at that mountain, like to have it in front of you day and night. Or you can decide like, oh, okay, the mountain is here, but I can see the Eiffel Tower here, and I can decide to see myself having a good brunch right there with some good friends, drinking some good wine, listening to good music, doing something fun. But the mountain is still here. I can go and come back to it, but I don't have to be sitting here and looking at it only like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that's the conscious decision I decide to make. But I know, tomorrow you're gonna come and watch my live. I'm probably gonna be sitting in front of my mom, looking at it, arguing with it. But today I decide to take a break from it. My mom is here, but I decide to just take a break from it. Alright, so guys, yeah, so that's why I was like, I'm gonna tell you like the mountain will never go away. It's probably gonna change from um, it might change from size, it might change their shape, their color. The mountain will always be here. The mountain will always be here, and it's up to us to make the conscious decision to say, oh, my mountain is right here. I'm going through hardship. Things are not going the way I want. I can decide to have that mountain consistently here on my face, looking at it. Everything I eat, it's here. Look at it. I do whatever I do, it's here. But thinking about it, having all the way every time on your face won't necessarily make it go away. No, it won't. It won't necessarily make it go away. So since it doesn't go away, and then that I have some type of work to keep doing in order for me to make it go away, um, I can just be free. I can just free myself. I can just free myself. I can free myself. Uh, I can release myself. I can release myself. And I know it's something that I would say it's easy said than done. But like I said, uh, in my 20s, when I was in my 20s, those are the things that now I know that those are the things I was lacking. I was missing. Because sometimes I was sitting, I was like, oh my God, what do I need? I knew that I was thirsty. I was feeling thirsty of something. I was missing stuff, but I didn't know exactly what that was. I didn't know, and so, I was like, I need this. And now that I kind of have those things like, oh my God, I feel fulfilled. Because before I was chasing stuff, like I need a car, I need my apartment, I need to have my boyfriend, blah 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 blah. And then I got all those things, but I wasn't feeling full. But now that I give those things away because I was like, okay, these things don't fulfill me. And now I kind of feel full, even when I have none of the things that I was chasing. None of that. None. Nada. Zero. But I can see that I'm me. I'm myself. I am. I feel like I'm somebody. I'm something. Even though I have no car, no house, no boyfriend, nothing. I feel like I am. So, yeah. So, actually, the journey, even though it's hard, it's worth it. It's worth it. I wish it can be different, but if it's what you have to go through in order to find the type of uh, contentment that I have right now, it's no one can take it away from me. Like no one can take that away from me. Like I might not have everything I want, like no house, no boyfriend, no kid, no nothing, not nada, but I feel content. No one actually can give it to you as well. No one can give it to you. No one can give it to you. And that's something that I wish someone would give it to me when I was in my 20s. That I realized that no one can fill that cup. No one can fill that cup. It's a cup like on your own. You have to make the journey. You have to find. And that's something I'm grateful about life. That's something that I'm really, really grateful. Um, that no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. And yeah, what are you doing? Alright, guys. So that was my my little, what to call it, my little interview with you guys today. Um, yeah. So it's what it is, and whatever happened, happened. Whatever happened, happened, and that's what life is about. That's what life is about. It's never gonna end, and we just have to keep pushing. We just have to keep going. We just have to keep moving, and also remind ourselves that that's not the end. And even though it's the end, um, you're gonna be there for yourself. You're gonna be there, and you're gonna do whatever it takes. You're gonna do whatever um, needs to be done. You're gonna do whatever needs to be done, and make conscious effort, make conscious decision to feel your worth, to feel some joy, to remind yourself like the mountain might still be here, and it will be there, it will change the shape, it will change the form, the color, but beside beside the mountain, there is also something else. There is also life. There is also joy. There is also amazing people. There is amazing things that we can focus on. You can focus on while you're trying to see how you can remove your mountain. So there's so many things that you can do while you're going through hardship, while you're going through hard time, instead of sitting uh, and just crying, or actually worsening your case by trying to find strategies that will actually destroy yourself or your ability to actually get your mountain out. Because the mountain, like I said, that's what I've noticed. Like I might change my mind when things will get probably better, or I never probably experience things in a certain way. Or that's why I'm talking this way. But to my experience, and also when I see people like rich people, health, wealthy people, I can see that even then, like they have challenges every single day. They have even more challenges, like they have difficulties in a daily basis, but they stand up and they have mountains, multiple of them, like one back to back, back to back, back to back, and you will still see them acting with their mountain, not like it's not there. The mountain might be there, but they still have other things to do. They still have family. They still have friends. They still have life going on. Like they still have work. So these are the things. Like as you grow older, you realize that uh, life is not against you. It's just the game of life. It's just a game of playing uh, in life. Like it's never end. It's never end. No one curse you. No, that's how it's works. Back to back. Resolve this, one more comes. Resolve this, one more comes. And at the end of the day, you have to make a conscious decision when you have like back to back challenges, to make conscious decision to fulfill yourself, to make yourself happy, to make yourself experiencing joy in the middle of that. Because if you said, I'm gonna feel only joy, I'm gonna be happy only when I'm done with it. After you're done with it, I assure you, like you're gonna have a new challenge coming in, and it will never end. So it will always keep going, one after another, one after another. So that was a little reminder of actually what I'm going through, and what I was like, I'm gonna share with you. So if you guys have a different perspective, or if you guys experience things differently, you guys can feel free to leave it in a comment below. I will be more than happy also to see your perspective on that. Like if life is a challenge after another, back to back, and how you guys actually manage uh, after all this to um, to make yourself happy, to feel like to enjoy life. So how you guys get to do all of that? Like how you guys enjoy life, how you guys experience life, how you guys live your life beside all that is um, all that you experiencing. Do you look at your mountains day and night, or do you put your mountain, you have it, but you don't focus on it day and night, or in a way that you can actually be like depressed, sad, or whatever comes when you actually uh, focus only on your mountain, like exclusively on your mountain, because it can lead to depression. It can lead to multiple things that I don't want to list here, that are not actually great. All right, guys. So that's what I want to share with you today. I see you tomorrow. All right.